Let's talk about IT bands. The IT band is this fascia that runs from your hip or the outside of your glute down to your knee. When it is overly tight, it can hurt your knees, it can hurt your seat. Of course, we do want it tight because it's responsible for stabilizing the knee as well as helping us move our leg. So it's really important. But again, when it gets tight, it can really tug on our knee. So if you have a yoga block, grab it. Can't recommend this enough. If you don't, a nice sturdy book, hardcover, no paperback, or a sturdy water bottle will do it. We're going to start with a forward fold series. So a forward fold is new to you. You might want to practice, get comfortable letting your head hang, explore a softer knee, a wider foot. I see a lot of my yoga students sort of picking their heads up here. They're very afraid of letting go, and who wouldn't be? You feel like you're going to drop your head and like you're going to just drop into space. But it's less scary than you think. Shake it out some yeses and nos. So once you feel comfortable being upside down, let's roll up. Let's grab the sturdy object of your choice. I'll show you with my water bottle. We're going to cross right leg over left. So it doesn't have to be perfect, right? It's not like we're trying to line up our pinky toes or anything, but you do want to feel the balls of your feet and the heels of your feet solidly against the floor. Your back knee is nice and soft. So your left knee is soft. It's pressing into your right knee, so neither knee is hyperextended. We'll inhale our hands up. Here we go, back to forward fold. So why I like the prop here, it's something to rest the hands, because if you're tight, they might not naturally find the floor. If they do, that's great, but don't worry if they don't. A little something underneath is going to provide stability so you feel more comfortable shaking out and relaxing your head. The more we release the upper body, the bigger the release we're going to feel on the outside of our right hip. And we're going to decompress our spine in the process. So make sure your knees are soft and your toes are soft. Then we roll up. And before we switch sides, we're going to breathe our hands overhead and take a little stretch over to the left, really dropping into the front right foot as you do. So you're dialing up this space on the outside of your hip, grounding into the right foot, maybe tilting your gaze up towards your ceiling a little bit. Let's come up. Step it out. Just check in with our knees. How are you feeling? I sometimes even like to press the tops of my foot into the mat. Little shin and ankle stretch. Left leg crosses over right. Right knee is very soft because it's not trying to hold the left knee locked out. Both feet are grounded. We're inhaling our hands up. We're melting down nice and slow, so nothing shocking. We're going to grab on to what we have that's sturdy, unless you feel really inclined to put your hands on the floor. But we want to feel safe enough to shake out our head, to get that spinal decompression where we soften our back knee and let the side of our left leg open up and release. I sound like a broken record, but 15, 20 seconds, that's where we maximize the hold. But you can put these poses in your back pocket. When you have a few moments, you can hold maybe even longer, 30 seconds, as long as you feel comfortable being upside down. Let's roll up. Reach our hands up like we did before, and exhale, stretch to the right. We're really settling into our front left foot, so we've got good stability. We might even look up towards the ceiling, so it's all about the side body, length right to the outside of our hip. Let's inhale, come up, unwind. I like to step out, just check out how my knees feel. Press the tops of my foot into the mat, maybe a little step back, nice stretch. And then we'll come seated for our last pose in this series, and it is a bigger one. So you've got plenty of options. You start by taking your legs out long, then you're going to bend right. So you can stay just like this. We're going to twist over to the right. So my left hand would hook, my right hand goes behind, and we look over our shoulder. Now, if you want to deepen, maybe those poses have you feeling loose, you want a little bit more, you could cross your leg over. You're really going to feel it in the outside of the seat. Or maybe you bend your left leg underneath. That's the third and final option. 3 different placements for the leg, but what doesn't change is that your spine is lifted, right arm helps, and you're looking over your shoulder, getting a nice rinse in your neck. Let's come center, unwind. Before we go to the opposite side, I like to take windshield wipers. Now, if you're a tight IT band person, you're a tight adductor person, this motion could put pressure on your knees. So you might not be going as far, you might be slowing things down, but it's something to be aware of. Right leg out, left bend. Remember, you could have foot on the inside, twist, foot on the outside, twist, right leg bent underneath, twist. Your variation doesn't matter. What does matter is that your spine is lifted, that we're twisting and gently pressing into our leg. We're relaxing our shoulders away from our ears and opening up our chest and looking behind to get a nice rinse in our neck. Then we come forward, we unwind. I like the windshield wiper. If you want legs out and a little toe point, knee bounce, counter how you feel right. But if you have those tight IT bands, practicing these 3 poses with longer holds, 15, 20 seconds, regularly, you're going to start to get some relief. And if you don't, I'll have a series with a couple more poses.